During the holiday season, we gather with the people who matter most to us. It is also a time where many families begin thinking about the future and how to best care for one another. That's where CLLB Law comes in. Specializing in elder law, their team is dedicated to helping families protect what they've built, plan with confidence, and ensure their loved ones are cared for with dignity and respect. Here with more is with CLLB Law attorney and partner, Steve Langdon.
That's me.
Yes, it's you.
Yeah, hi, here I am.
Well, thanks for coming in today. You know, a lot of people are going to be gathering for the holidays. A lot of people, this is like the once a year where they get together.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of catching up to do. This is also a great time to kind of start planning too.
So what we see is during the holidays, kids come home and they oftentimes will see a drastic change in mom and dad.
Yeah.
And they really need to step in. So, you know, at this time, I don't know if you're doing anything with me over the next couple weeks. Probably not, but 2026 is right around the corner.
Yeah.
And so, look, if you're a married couple going into 2026 and you haven't done anything at all, get power of attorney for one another. I had a couple in the other day that had been married, it was well over 50 years. I think they're close to 60 years.
Wow.
And they said, you know, my wife was in the hospital and I'm trying to call in and talk to certain people. They won't talk to me. Well, no, because you don't, even though you've been married 50, 60 years, doesn't matter.
Right.
If you don't have a healthcare power of attorney or financial power of attorney, you know, the insurance company's not going to talk to you, the pension company's not going to talk to you, the 401, the investors, the hospital, you run into issues like that. So what I'm going to tell every married couple out there is what you have to do in 2026. I know you don't want to, but what you need to do is get that power of attorney for one another. If you have children who are in their 18, 19, 20s, if they're not settled down yet and mom and dad are still a big part of their life, get power of attorney for them.
Yeah.
We did it the first time for my son Jacob, who was at U of L Engineering School, because we called in and needed to find out about some class he was taking. They wouldn't talk to us. He's 18 years old.
Yeah.
He's an adult.
Right.
So I got power of attorney and ran it down to U of L, and they talked to us then at that point. So those are the things. So, you know, if you're mom and dad and you've got kids, if they're adults, get power of attorney for them. Get it for your spouse. If you're grandma and grandpa, get power of attorney. Make sure your kids are able to step in, because unfortunately in 2026, at some point, most of us are probably going to go through a crisis of some sort.
Right.
Of some sort. And we really need to be able to act for each other legally to get things done, whether it's to protect assets, protect your health care, just make sure everybody's safe. So, you know, I do free consultations. In 2026, the easy conversation to have, it'll make your kids feel better, it'll make your parents feel better, it'll make your grandparents feel better, is just sit down with me for a little bit of time and let's talk about those powers of attorney. Let's get ready, because, you know, what's that commercial? Life comes at you fast,
Yes,
right?
it does.
And it does come at you fast. And so, you know, when it comes to life, you got to adjust, you got to improvise, and you got to attack it, because if you don't, it's going to run you over. So we got to get ready for those issues. And the best way to do it is sitting down for a free consultation, and let's talk about what we can do to prepare for when those issues occur.
Yeah, I think 2026, I mean, it's going to be a fresh start for so many. So why not just start it off on the right foot and having that free consultation? I mean, how long is a consultation typically? I know everyone's kind of different.
It is. Everybody's different. Some people may be there 15, 20 minutes, and I pat them on the back and said, hey, well done. I don't think there's anything I can do. I think you're great. Other people will come in and we're there for an hour. Maybe we're there for an hour and a half. I had one last week that was 2 hours long. Whatever it takes. You know, whatever it takes, whatever people are going through. So I just want to meet them where they are. This weekend, I'm going out to a house. A gentleman in his 60s has been given 3 weeks to live.
Wow.
Just got to meet, I meet my clients where they are. I'm not charging him for that. We're going to go out there and we're going to make sure that person's taken care of. His spouse is taken care of. His kids are taken care of. That's important. That's why I'm in this business.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Protecting so many people so then they don't lose it all, or, you know, are in that situation where they're the only ones that can take care of it.
Right.
But it's so important that you have a team behind you working through all of that.
Yeah.
So if people are interested in getting that free consultation, how can people do that?
Please, please. I'm sure it'll come up on the screen here in a second, but you can reach out to CLLBlegal.com. There's always a chat feature on there, or you can email in, or you can call us. The easy way to do it is ask for Julie or Madison at 812-725-8224, 812-725-8224. If you call us, we'll answer. Julia or Madison will get you on my calendar. It's free. The worst thing you have to do is spend a little time with me.
Right. No, it's going to be the best conversation to really kick off 2026. So as always, thanks for stopping by today.
I appreciate it, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you
Yeah.
too. So if you're interested in learning more, just go over to CLLBlegal.com.